Hey everyone, it's Masterath here and welcome to another video. So I've wanted to do challenges on YouTube for a while, so I've decided to do one yesterday evening just for fun, so I thought I'd show you it all in a condensed commentary style form of this video. Let's see if we can beat Swords and Sandals with no items. So for those watching me for the first time, hello, I'm Masterath. I've been a YouTuber for over 15 years, and I've been making gaming videos on the platform for over 12 of those years. I've amassed a catalogue of over 4,000 videos and almost 300 playthroughs, mostly due to me uploading one video a day for the last 8 years. By far, the most popular series I've ever done on this channel has been me playing the entire Swords and Sandals series, an old Flash game from the 2000s that is still going to this day, with the newest game in the series, Swords and Sandals Immortals, pretty much confirmed for a full release next month. For Swords and Sandals fans, I'm actually in that game as a voice set, so go ahead and check out my link-like yells. Since the Swords and Sandals series is the most popular series on this channel, I decided there's no better way to start a new challenge series than with this series of combat games. So, to the game. In Swords and Sandals Gladiator, it's very basic. No potions, no spells, no enchanted weapons. Just the armory and the weaponsmith to don you out in the best clobber to defeat opponents in the arena and slaughter the arena champions. So in this challenge, I've eliminated both ways that your character can get some improved damage and protection in battle. I initially thought of doing just a no armor run, but with how some of the weapons later in the game could pretty much two-shot the final boss, it probably wouldn't be much of a challenge. So defenseless and attackless it is. Here are the rules. I am not allowed to buy a single item from either the weaponsmith or the armorer. I'm also not allowed to obtain the weapons you get from defeating the arena champions either. No armor, and fists only pretty much. Also, no glitches either, as that wouldn't make this a challenge at all. Let's begin. So after creating our character, I decided to put all my stat points into strength, as this will increase our overall damage dramatically. Since we have no armor or weapons, we're probably going to get one-shot by most of our opponents. I did try some previous attempts with defense builds, the stat that lowers your opponent's hit chance, and attack, the stat that increases your own odds to hit, but neither one of them went well. So it's one shot or get one shot. Right, that's all the customization done, so all we need is a name. Perfect. So after we get shipwrecked, we enter the land of Doomtrek. Oh. I forgot that you get armor when you watch the full cutscene. Well, this is an easy solution. One intro skip later, and we have no armor to take on our first fight. Luckily, our first opponent, Utgard, the purple vine beast over there, decided to put one stat point into charisma and must have chucked the other points into the nearest landfill as they didn't need them. They did. They definitely did. So in this game, if you win a battle, you pretty much level up and are allowed to allocate 3 more stat points. So what am I going to do? More strength, please! I need to keep my damage high so I don't have to hit often to defeat opponents. Our second opponent, Ophion the Bastard, actually had some armor. It's a bandana and it's weak, but it's still armor. So I might as well mention what armor does in this game. From Swords and Sandals 2 onwards, armor is its own stat like health, and is depleted before your health does. In this game, it acts as an attack sponge, so you take less damage. Anyway, with no weapon, this bastard was a quick one-shot. He didn't even attempt to attack. Well, that makes my job easier. More strength, please. Our next opponent won't be so easy, though. Once you reach level 3, you fight the first of 7 arena champions in the game, Wolfgang of Shackleford. Wolfgang has a weapon, full armor apart from 2 pieces, and all of his stats are above the lowest that they can be for any gladiator, which is 1. This is the first boss of the game, and could one-shot me. So our first battle goes about as well as you'd expect. After walking towards the champion and surviving a 26 damage shot, which put us on 2 health, our only attack in the fight was blocked before we were cut in half and the game is over. Yeah, I was expecting that Wolfgang was going to be the first roadblock in this challenge. Our second attempt was pretty much a carbon copy of the first fight with Wolfgang. We were able to land a power shot for over half his health before being killed in the same way. Okay, that's encouraging if we do that much damage. This is definitely possible, though. After our third attempt was a complete failure, I thought of something. A new strategy that might give us the edge in battles. Taunt. Taunting is an ability you can use in battle, and it does one of 4 random things if it hits. Number 1, it enrages the opponent to rush you, wasting their turn and energy. 2, enrages the opponent to do a diving charge attack, wasting their turn and energy. 3, it pushes the opponent back slightly but allows them to still have a turn. And the most important one, number 4, it does damage. While from Swords and Sandals 2 onwards, Taunt would do damage equal to 6 times your Charisma stats, it doesn't seem to work the same in this game, as I was doing 10 Taunt damage and my Charisma stat is 1. I feel like that it could be measured either by total stat points or maybe just even strength stat points and divided by 1.8 rounded or something. Still though, taunt is really handy, and taunt damage is the only ranged damage that you can do in the first Swords and Sandals game, as Bosun magic started in Swords and Sandals 2. This strategy is flawed still, as there is a hit percentage on taunt, and then you need to get lucky enough to hit the 1 in 4 chance of doing taunt damage on top of that. But it's worth a try. So using taunt at the start of attempt number 4, and we were able to get 10 taunt damage right at the start of the battle. Wolfgang then taunted us, and we had a bit of a sword fight. Then we hit a big 25 damage quick attack before getting finished off. We were 3 health off winning. So close. 6th attempt, we just stood in the arena telling Wolfgang that he's a lousy drunk. He took offense to that, and after 10 taunt damage hit and 2 consecutive quick attacks, we won. Just like that. So when you've defeated an arena champion, you have the option of taking their weapon as your prize. These weapons are more powerful than the weapons you've unlocked at the weaponsmith at this point, so these are nice gets. Unfortunately, taking this would mean that I obtained a weapon for beating an arena champion, something that's against the rules that we set out at the start of the video, so we decided to press the big red button and bid good day to the Shamrock. More strength, please. Our next opponent, Mabon McMabon, stupid name, but never mind, was an easy one-shot. We're doing 37 damage with just our bare hands at the moment. We can still one-shot opponents, but that is going to become pretty much impossible later, as most opponents later have full armor. More strength, please. And just like that, level 5. Once you reach level 5, you'll be confronted by Bosun Smythe, the second arena champion. He has a lot of armor, and he doesn't have a stat below 3. His defense is 3, the most difficult stat to be high against my build, so this could be possible. Our taunt damage now does 13 damage. Yeah, it's 1/5 of his overall health, but it's better than nothing. We were able to get a second taunt damage off by putting him just above half health when he got to me. Unfortunately, we were then one-shot by a power attack. We probably just need a bit more luck. A big problem with Smythe is that he has an agility of 7, his highest stat alongside his strength, and the stat that affects how far you can move in a single turn. This means that he can get to us faster, so we don't have much time to get lucky taunt damages before he meets us. After a few attempts that we were just one-shot with ease, we have this run. Bosun wasted no time getting to us to do 7 taunt damage. There seems to be a bug in the game, as I was the only one taunting, so he couldn't be doing taunt damage. Anyway, I'll take that over getting one shot any day. After that, we landed a big quick attack for half his health, but he hit back, taking us down to 4 health. We hit a measly 13 damage shot, and Smythe retreated. If I could just get one more strong shot in, then we've won this. Unfortunately, his armor blocked most of what would have been a 53 damage shot, and he took our arm off. Luck wasn't with me on this one. Eventually, on my 7th attempt, we were able to get 2 taunt damage shots, which actually pushed Bosun back a lot. This must have been based off our strength. This is vital, as that put Bosun so far away from us. He tried to get close to us, but I was able to get another taunt damage shot that pushed him back. Just before he got to us, we hit another normal taunt damage shot, but it left him on 13 health, the same as one more taunt damage shot. He sadly healed due to resting, so I charged in for 13 more damage, leaving him with just 4. All he could do was rest as we hit a 33 damage quick attack to finally win the battle. The taunt damage and push definitely won us this fight. I shall dub it the Power Taunt. This scurvy blade that Smythe was carrying honestly looks like it could break at any time, so we said no thank you to bad bladesmithing and leveled up to level 6. More strength, please. So our battle before the 3rd arena champion was against Balduran, who can't stand pugs. Okay then. After a close battle, we were able to put down the insufferable hater of dogs and moved on. More strength, please. So Arena Champion 3 is next, the Slave Driver. With a strength stat of 11, he could pretty much one-shot us easily. His health is also almost a staggering 100. I'm a bit worried this might be unwinnable without an insane amount of luck. So our first attempt. The Slave Driver seemed disinterested with our paltry insult, and he destroyed us with a 73 damage attack. Ouch. Okay, this is going to take a lot of attempts then. Second try, and we were able to get 2 taunt damages off before Slave Driver got to us. He also didn't one-shot me with a quick attack, as we took him down to 49 health. Halfway there, he decided to push me away, and we were able to hit another 16 damage taunt. He pushed me back again, and we hit another 16 damage taunt. He's in range to lose now, but so are we. Sadly, our luck ran out as we missed our finishing blow, and he decapitated us with a 71 damage hit. Okay, so this is possible. Just gotta keep on the grind. Eventually, on our 7th attempt, yes, again, 7th attempt, I've never seen luck like this. Slave Driver shrugged off my taunts, but my subsequent charge attack pushed him back, while he did 2/3 of my health in damage to me. This was followed by a power taunt and then a damage taunt in succession, and pushing him back so far. Another damage taunt followed, putting him 3 taunts away from death. One more power taunt followed, so he just needed 2 more, and he's miles away from me. He never got back to me. A taunt damage shot and a power taunt later, and it's all over. I was so lucky, but I'm happy I've gotten past the Slave Driver. That was tough, but Slave Driver's lack of agility to get to me quicker was his downfall. More strength, please. So before the 4th Arena Champion, we do battle with Viridian the Chivalrous. Well, his stats are worse than the Slave Driver, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh. We lost. Well, that's unfortunate. Interesting fact. You can get new opponents in this game, apart from the Arena Champions, at specific levels, but you need to load out of the game and then load in again to change the fighter. In Swords and Sandals 2, you just need to leave the arena. Anyway, we also died to a bloke called Graham. Eventually, we got an easy opponent after a fair few retries. Count Celius was pushed back by a taunt charge, and then eventually killed with a swift punch to the face. More strength, please. So we're at the halfway point of the game now with the 4th Arena Champion 9-Cat Jack. High vitality and high defense. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Let's see how many attempts this will take. Well, the first attempt we were 2-shot without doing any damage. Not a good start. Eventually on attempt number 8, I got a fortunate run where I got 2 taunt damage shots and 2 power taunts to bring Jack down to half his health. I then realized that our damage is much higher than I thought, as we were able to 2-hit quick attacks to end him. That was a nice battle after 7 battles that pretty much were walkovers for Jack. Anyway, we don't wish to have a set of whips, so we move on to our level up and to the second half of the game. More strength, please. After losing to a few more no-name gladiators before the 5th Arena Champion, we eventually got Eric Cragmire, who liked jumping left and right for no reason. Quite a simple fight. Simple fight this will not be though, as our next opponent, Stolonius of Southport, high vitality, strength and attack, low defense, agility and stamina. So if I can get lucky with power taunts, that might do the job. So my first try, we were able to get a power taunt off right from the start, which now does 22 damage, just under an 1/8 of his health. He slowly tried to get back to us, we hit another taunt damage shot and another power taunt. Then I noticed something that I completely forgot existed. There are spikes at the edge of the arena, which are pretty much an insta-kill for anyone who falls into them. Power taunt is definitely the way forward in this fight. Anyway, back to the fight. Unfortunately, we got really bad luck with getting taunt damage, as we didn't get any in about 25 attempts. Probably to make up for the Slave Driver fight. Anyway, we were taken down easily. So on attempt 5, we once again got very fortunate, with power taunts almost sending Stolonius into the spikes. His low agility spell is doom as we cussed him to death. Maybe we did a diss track on him or something and he couldn't respond due to that mask he wears. Anyway, I don't need an overcompensating hammer, so we reject it and move to level 12. More strength, please. Well, we definitely had better luck with our next battle as I started to lose to the non-champion gladiators quite often now. But Pyramus O'Shannon was actually a win. It was by no means easy, but it was a win. After taking our strength up to a hulking 47, we went back to the arena for the penultimate arena champion of the game, Lord Talahoudin. Very well-rounded stats on this guy, no real weakness from what I can see. This will probably be a tough one to win. Well, I couldn't have been more wrong. Yeah, the first attempt ended by getting 1 shot. My second attempt, though, was a win. Our powerful punches pretty much killed him in 4 shots. No taunts needed. We were on 3 health in the fight at one point, so it was by no means easy, but a win's a win. Just 2 more victories to go to win this challenge. More strength, please. So we have one more battle before the final boss of the game, and after losing to a bloke literally jumping over me, we beat Tyus the Braggart and his stupid bowl cut by knocking his heart right out of his chest. All together now, folks. More strength, please. We are now at pretty much max strength. 53 is the highest stat you can have at this point in the game without cheats and exploits. It's the best we can do as the final battle is upon us. So, Arena Champion number 7 and the final boss of the game, he Chaos the Scourge. 245 health is frightening, but his weakness may lie in his low attack and even lower defense. So we have a decent chance of him missing and us hitting with our strength-based punches. Unfortunately, his agility stat is 18, which is extremely high and will mean that the taunt damage strategy will not work as well as it usually does. This is the final battle, folks. Let's finish this. So our first attempt was laughable. Even though he Chaos gave me more than enough opportunities to hit him, having a 17% chance to hit taunt, plus a 1 in 4 on top of that to do taunt damage, is such a low chance of happening. We were eventually killed. So here's the situation. Our attacks do 25 to 40 damage due to his high armor. He can one-shot us, and our chance of hitting a power taunt is around 4%. We need 12 of them at most. Yeah, we have very little chance of winning at all. So, on to attempt 12, and it was over before it started. We got a charge shot, and Hikels decided to jump backwards. A fatal mistake, as we got the luck where we needed it the most. Hit the power taunt and pushed Hikels into his spiky death. The only insta-kill in the game to become champion of Doomtrek. I did not expect that was how it was going to end at all. After having, more strength please, we completed the challenge. No weapons, no armor, but the Colossus McBeef has become the champion of Doomtrek. Well, we can chalk up my first ever challenge video as a success. This challenge took me about 45 minutes to complete. Certainly not too bad, and it can be done faster if you're a fan of speedruns, but it would require insane luck. Overall, I quite enjoyed this challenge, and I more than likely will make more at some point. Not just limited to Swords and Sandals, as I have a huge collection of games, with potential to have some unique challenges. These won't be scheduled, nor will they affect the current 1 video a day schedule that I have for my current and future Let's Plays. Simply, these will come out when they're complete. If you've made it to the end of the video, then I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching this video. This video took a lot of time to make when it comes to doing the challenge, but more importantly, making the script for this challenge. This script took me about 4 hours to type out as I was watching the challenge at the same time, so I could talk about what was happening in detail. The script alone was over 3,500 words long, about the same as a graduate school essay. If you have enjoyed this video and want to see more of my stuff, then feel free to subscribe and have a look at all of the Let's Plays I've done over the course of 12 years, while we move towards the next milestone of 2,500 subscribers. Also, like the video so I know you want to see more of these challenges in the future. Once again, I hope you have all enjoyed this video. I'm Masterath, and I'll see you for my next video. I'll see you then, and thank you for watching.